responsibility not only to understand these technologies but also to integrate them into our classrooms, laboratories, and projects so that our students are future ready and our contribution are aligned with national and global needs. This online FTP have been designed to provide a comprehensive exposure to recent innovation tools, frameworks, and research directions in intelligent computing and IoT. Over the coming sessions, we will have the opportunity to interact with eminent experts and resources person from academia and industry, attend insightful talks, and participate in demonstration and discussion on real-world application to these technologies. The virtual format allows us to connect across institution and geographies, making this program truly collaborative and inclusive. We sincerely thank AICTE and Atal Academy for their constant support for creating such platforms that empower teachers across the country to upgrade their knowledge and skill in emerging areas. Before we begin the online FDP, let us invoke the blessings of Goddess Saraswati through Saraswati Vanna.
Over to Neha, ma'am.
I hope with the meditation process of 1 minute, we are able to invoke Saraswati, Ma Saraswati. I now extend a very special welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Professor Dr. Mayank Aggarwal, Professor and Head of Department, Computer Science and Engineering, Gurukul Kagri, University Haridwar, who have joined us online today. I also warmly welcome all the faculty members from BIPS and from other institutions across India. Your decision to devote your time to this FTP despite your busy academic schedule speaks of your dedication to learning and professional growth. I encourage all the participants to actively engage in every session, keep your curiosity alive and ask questions. Share your perspectives and use the chat and discussion forum to interact with the speakers and fellow participants. Let this online FDP not only enhance our technical understanding, but also inspire new ideas, research, problems, and collaborations and innovations in the field of intelligent computing and IoT. So, before proceeding, I would like to discuss few instructions about this FDP. I would request to all the participants join on time, log in 10 to 15 minutes before the start to resolve any technical issues. Display your full name and institution in the meeting profile for attendance and certification. Please post your queries in the chat box. Keep your cameras on at all the times and keep your microphone muted at all times unless asked. A test has to be conducted on the last day accordingly, and those who score more than 70% will be termed as successful candidate. Those who have attendance 80% or more are also have secured more than 70% in the test will be issued a digital certificate. All the participants are required to complete the reflective journal and submit by the end of the day. And feedback is mandatory for all the sessions. I hope you know that. Let me share the brief schedule of the FTP with you. The program is thoroughly designed with expert-led sessions each day, covering emerging topics such as intelligent computing, IoT architectures, AI, cybersecurity, green computing, and research opportunities. Sessions will be conducted online as per the shared schedule, mainly in the evening slots, making it convenient for the participants to join. We encourage all participants to attend all these sessions actively to gain maximum academic and professional benefit. Now, I would like to call Dean VSIT, Dr. Dipali Kamthania ma'am, to share the welcome address. Over to you, Dean ma'am.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to everyone present here today. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to the one-week faculty development program on recent innovation in intelligent computing system and IoT, organized by the School of Information Technology, Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies, Technical Campus, and is sponsored by AICTE Training and Learning Atal Academy. At the outset, I extend my sincere regards to our Chairman Sir, Dr. H.C. Wirtz, and our Vice Chairman, Mr. Vineet Wirtz, for their constant guidance, encouragement, and visionary leadership, which continuously inspire us to strive for academic excellence and innovation. I also take opportunity to appreciate the dedicated efforts of the program coordinator, Dr. Shelly Bhatia, and the co-coordinator, Dr. Anupma Jha, and the entire organizing committee whose meticulous planning and tireless effort have made this program possible. It is indeed encouraging to share that around 370 participants from various parts of India, including Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Himachal, just to name a few, have registered for this faculty development program. This overwhelming national participation clearly reflects the relevance and growing importance of intelligent computing and Internet of Things in both academia and industry. We are privileged to commence this FDP with our distinguished academician and expert professor, Dr. Mayank Aggarwal, professor and head of the department, Computer Science and Engineering, Gurukul Kangadi University, Haridwar. We sincerely thank him for agreeing to deliver the session and for setting a strong academic foundation for the program. Over next 6 days, this FTP aims to provide valuable insight into AI-enabled IoT system, digital twin technology, edge and quantum computing, blockchain, cybersecurity, green and sustainable computing, while also guiding participants towards research direction, ethical practices, and funding opportunity. I welcome all the participants, faculty members, researchers, scholars, and industry professionals from across the country. Your enthusiastic participation reflects our shared commitment to continuous learning and professional growth. In today's rapidly evolving technology era, such FDP plays a crucial role in knowledge exchange, collaboration, and capacity building, enabling us to remain relevant and contribute meaningfully to academia, industry, and society. Once again, I welcome all the dignitaries, speakers, and participants. I hope this FDP will be rewardingly enriching and intellectually stimulating experience for everyone involved. Thank you all for joining, and I wish the program every success. Thank you and have a wonderful learning experience. Over to you, Dr. Neha.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for your welcome address. Now, I would like to introduce our chief guest and speaker of the today's session, Professor Dr. Mayank Aggarwal. Sir is currently working as professor and HOD Computer Science and Engineering at Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Gurukul Kangadi University, Haridwar, designated as IBM Cloud Consultant 2015 by IBM Channel Partner. Microsoft Azure certified by MAIS and USERC DST Cloud Mentor, a certified IBM Artificial Intelligence Practitioner badge holder awarded by IBM as IBM Generative AI Faculty Award 2024. Sir has 8 patents to his credit in the field of blockchain, cloud computing, IoT, and AI. Sir has an experience of 20 years in academics and loves to deliver inspiring and technical talks. He has represented Uttarakhand, UP West, Himachal as Science Communicator in Indian Science Congress 2014. Sir is a gold medalist and university topper in his BTech. Sir has more than 50 papers in reputed journals, conferences, believes in strong teamwork, and has organized many successful conferences and workshops. He conducted more than 150 workshops, training in cloud computing and blockchain, with some of on behalf of IBM partners. Coordinator for Technology Sangam, an initiative by U Coast Uttarakhand government to spread awareness and train students on different technologies at Uttarakhand. Sir has also developed more course on blockchain on Swam portal. Sir is editor and for CSI Journal of Computing, editorial board member for International Journal of Current Engineering and Scientific Research, which is an approved UGC journal. Respected sir, I welcome you on behalf of entire team of VSIT FDP. Sir, now we would like to hear your thoughts on the topic Foundation of Intelligence Computing and IoT, which is the session 1 of this FDP. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It is a privilege and honor for me to be a part of this FDP, which is hosted by Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies. So thanks to the organizers, and I would share my screen, and as the theme which is given to me is Foundations of Intelligent Computing and IoT. The participants are all faculties as per the Atal FDP scenario. What I have planned for today is that as this is the first session and the theme is intelligent computing along with IoT. So, in the beginning, I'll be sharing a journey with you that, uh, as very rightly said by your director, that this is the era of technology and the technology keep on changing. So, we'll just move through these slides and then we'll come to the technical point. What I would request all of you is that, if possible, do make it a two-way session. Do respond either in the chat window or unmute yourself, whatever rights are given to you. So, depending upon the rights, do make it a two-way session. So, this is my request to all the participants. Now, to begin with, we are all surrounded with technology, isn't it? The FDP in which we are talking today, we are addressing, we are connected together. It is all because of technology. Some of you may be sitting in different parts of the country, might be available, means some of you might not be even in the country today, but we all are connected and we all belong to computer science, so nothing needs to be explained at this moment. I'll skip all these welcome and all these things. Just I would means some eye opening things I would like to share, then we will begin with the actual technical part. Initially, when we used to have a computer, when the computer was made, the computer was of a huge size. It occupied, in fact, the space of the entire room. हमारा कंप्यूटर बहुत बड़ा होता था, है ना? It was of a huge size. But the scenario where we are living today is entirely different. What is it? The scenario where we are living, we are having more computers and less members in the family. So, over here, I would like to give a pause to you all and take your inputs whether we are right or wrong, means in this statement. Just in your chat, if you can write yes, no, something which could tell me that whether this thing you agree with this thing or not. That the scenario where we are living is we are having more computers and less members in the family. So, yes, we are getting yes. Okay. So, this is the scenario where we are living, very rightly admitted by all of you. Now, where we are trying to land is, you must be thinking, क्या करा रहे हैं यार ये सर, more computers, less members, बच्चों वाली चीजें, है ना? Now, this computers means connected devices. If you just go through this slide, the old slide है, so this is the fact that if we seek about the entire world population, so more number of computer devices and less number of human being connected devices, the ratio is increasing. So we are surrounded with technology all around and the technology is moving at a very fast pace. So this is the fact that we have to move, we have to adapt the technology, and the another fact is we don't have to let the technology become our masters. So the topic of today is intelligent system. Now systems are becoming intelligent. What an ironical word we are living in. I mean, systems are becoming intelligent and the human beings are becoming used to those systems, that they are using the artificial intelligence to become intelligent. So this is something, the scenario where we are living, but we have to adapt it. Now this is something means which is very close to my heart, so I'm sharing all these things with you all because I love to be with academicians, with intellectual people like you all, those who devote their time, those who come to for this FDPs, find time to join these FDPs. Therefore I'm sharing these things with you all. Now this is a पोस्ट कार्ड. आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू, अगर हमारी एज ग्रुप के होंगे तो ऑलमोस्ट सभी ने देखा होगा. सो इफ यू कैन हैव दिस थिंग इन अगेन इन द चैट विंडो, दैट वेदर यू हैव seen this thing or not. Postcard, yes or no will do. Postcard, see, good. So I still remember the scenario when I was in my younger days कि पोस्टमैन आता था, ट्रेन साइकिल पे घंटी बजाता हुआ, है ना? कितना अच्छा लगता था कि यार चिट्ठी आई है. और अब वो सिनेरियो ही चेंज हो गया. The technology has removed all these things and time has also been saved. Definitely means initially a huge amount of time was required for all these things. Now we can send a message with a click, WhatsApp. Now, but people used to communicate through postcards. Then if we move together, so this was the phone which we used to have, a fixed phone placed at a certain place. When the phone used to ring, we used to run inside our house. है ना, ये भी आप बहुत सारा सोचिएगा इस बात को। फोन अपनी जगह पे रखा रहता था, जब फोन की घंटी बजती थी तो सारे भाई बहन भागते थे कि कौन पहले उठाएगा, है ना, जब फोन लगा लगा होगा स्टार्टिंग में। सो दिस इज समथिंग विच मीन्स आई रिमेंबर आई वाज इन क्लास 6 व्हेन द दिस फोन केम टू आवर हाउस। तो जब फोन की घंटी बजती तो हम भाई बहन, 3 भाई बहन थे, तो भागते थे कि यार हमें उठाने को मिल जाए। रात को 8 बजे के बाद कॉल रेट्स कम हो जाते थे, इस पे लॉक लगा के रखते थे पापा कि यार कोई कर ना ले। सो दिस वाज द लाइफ विच वी वर living. Now the scenario is all of us are having a smartphone in our pockets. We all are sitting together in the AC cozy room. Initially, we used to sit outside and we used to run inside the room. Now we are sitting inside the room, and when the phone rings, we come outside the room. So this is what the difference has been made. पहले हम घर के अंदर आते थे, अब हम घर के बाहर जाते हैं. Initially, the communication was between the human beings. The human beings used to communicate with each other either through postcard or through phones. Means human beings were communicating with each other. बहुत पुराने जमाने की बात करें तो पक्षियों के थ्रू चिट्ठियां भेजी जाती थी, है ना। आपने वो मूवी भी देखी होगी मैंने प्यार किया, जिसमें वो गाना भी है कबूतर जा जा जा, है ना। मतलब कैसे चिट्ठियां भेजी जाती थी। देन वी स्टार्टेड पोस्ट कार्ड्स, देन फोन्स, एंड बट पीपल वर कम्युनिकेटिंग. The scenario where we are living is a totally different scenario, and this scenario we call it Internet of Things, where things are communicating with each other. One thing communicating with each other without the intervention of human being. So the story or thing which I have shared with you is just to apprise those faculty members, those who do not know the meaning of Internet of Things, which is there in the FDP today, that what is this Internet of Things? Different things connected with each other and communicating with each other. This is something which is Internet of Things. How you can relate? Initially, we were talking with each other. Now, you do not need to tell your vegetable vendor that the vegetable is going to finish in your fridge. The fridge will communicate to the vendor itself. Everyone connected to his mobile phone, it will receive a message that कि अग्रवाल जी के घर में सब्जी खत्म होने वाली हो, सब्जी वेंडर अपने आप डिलीवर कर देगा. The smart cities, the smart homes, whatever you talk about is something which is all about Internet of Things. So having said all these things, I'll close this slide. Having said all these things, I hope I have made my point clear that what is Internet of Things, where things are connected with each other and these things are communicating with each other. A small message which I intended to give along with explanation of IoT, because I'm a student of computer science and this is my bread and butter, so we can't ignore this technology, but do not let the technology rule you. You know? Become the rulers of the technology. Do not think that the person who is having an Apple phone is more smarter than the person who is having some other phone. You know? Initially, the adjective smart and beautiful was used for boys and girls. Now this adjective has been taken by devices, a smartphone, smart devices. Now the category has in fact broadened. I see this younger generation saying कि यार एप्पल का फोन है, ज्यादा स्मार्ट बंदा है ना, ये ज्यादा स्मार्ट है. So do not let these things come to your brain. Why this message? Because you all are academicians and I want that this thing should be spread to the youth. We all are Indians. We are living in a country where we should respect our tradition, use the technology up to a certain limit. This was the theme, that how scenario has changed. Now, intelligent computing, as the word itself says, what is this intelligent computing means? Means intelligent computing means where the technology is becoming intelligent. People are taking decisions, devices are taking decisions autonomously. We do not require intervention of any human being. This data is communicating, the machines are communicating, and decisions are being taken by the machines. You are wearing your smartphone, you are wearing your smartwatches, all these things comes under Internet of Things. And when we add a certain flavor of intelligence, we call it artificial intelligence, then it comes under the category of intelligent computing. So IoT and intelligent computing is something which is becoming a crucial for the development of a smart environment. We cannot ignore it. Everything is moving from traditional approaches to IoT to intelligent computing, whether it is healthcare, whether it is agriculture, whether it is any industry. The BP machines, the thermometers, your geysers, your washing machines, everything is becoming intelligent. Now, what we'll be seeing in this session, if we say to these things, that we'll be understanding certain foundations of intelligent computing. We'll be seeing that what is this intelligent computing and all. Then I'll try to explain certain architecture and protocols if and all the time permits. We have started little early also, so I'll try to end little early, because this is something which we have learned from COVID, that screen time should also be minimized for the betterment of our eyes. So I do not wish that we stretch the session and you all have a burden on your eyes. Do keep on blinking your eyes at the same time. We'll be seeing certain IoA and AI integration. And let's see, if we time permits, we'll see certain protocols, some demos, and some future perspectives. So, what is happening nowadays? Everywhere data, data, data. We are एक्सप्लोरिंग एक्सप्लोजन ऑफ डेटा, बॉम्ब की तरह एक्सप्लोजन कर रहे हैं डेटा से. Everywhere we are exploding things with data. So we are putting the data everywhere. Means so many data is being generated और सारा data collect हो रहा है sensors के through, and this has led to, because of this number of connected device. The first slide which I already shown to you, that we are increasing the number of connected device more than the rate of population. The rate of connected devices is increasing. So this is resulting in explosion of this data. Now, when we are surrounded with so much amount of data, the complexity, the volume of the data, then what to do with the data? The companies want that this data should be analyzed for certain use. The benefit, the monetary gains, and all other things apart from this, but the data should be analyzed for certain use. Now, if human power, if manpower will be analyzing this data, it will become very tedious work. It will require more responsiveness, and in critical situations, the man may fail. So, without human intervention, we want that it should be done autonomously. So there is a need for autonomous decision making. Because of this need for autonomous decision making, here comes the word intelligent computing. I hope I am able to clear what is intelligent computing, and I am able to do my duty as the first session, that what is this intelligent computing and IoT. I hope so. So we are surrounded with terms now like smart cities, healthcare, industry. Everything is revolutionizing. Talk about blockchain, cloud computing, AI, everything is revolutionizing. Now, a new term has come, which is quantum computing. I don't know whether a session is there or not, but if a session is there, you will love to this session. This quantum computing is something which is very much in future. It would be becoming in demand. So, what is happening is that we are changing from reactive systems to intelligent systems, which proactively participate, anticipate, and we require a significant paradigm shift in the technology. So this is something which is required now. We want intelligent systems. So what is intelligent computing? Now, if we see this thing, what has happened? Just a minute. Intelligent computing refers to the development of a system that can learn from data, adapt to new situations, and make decisions based on their reasoning capabilities. Now, what is this intelligent computing? The data which has been generated, the system can analyze the data, adapt to the situations, and make the decisions. Now, this approach is integrating AI, machine learning, deep learning, and we are effectively managing uncertainty and processing the vast amount of data because of this thing. what are these core paradigms in this intelligent computing? I hope majority of you must be knowing, but it is my duty as the first session that what are these core paradigms? AI, machine learning, deep learning, and soft computing. These are certain things which we all about in all this intelligence computing. So, any queries up till now? I see the chat. If there is any query in the chat window, there is. I can see the chat. Okay. Any query? No, sir. Please continue. Presented various. Okay. Good, 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 good. So, can participants unmute also? Is it possible for participants to unmute? Yes or no? Can anyone tell?
Yes, sir. Participants can mute.
Okay. So, is it possible that any one of the participant speak on AI or machine learning, what he or she understands with it? We can have a two-way communication. So, can only host can do means
Yeah,
participants can't.
participants can raise their hand.
Okay. So, any voluntarily. See, all of our academicians, so we are not afraid of speaking. Na? So, if any participants could help me out, we cannot unmute. Not an issue. If Smita ma'am wants to speak, I would request the organizer to kindly unmute Smita ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, please, ma'am.
Sir, quantum computing, we want to know about that, sir. Like some
Ma'am,
information.
ma'am, this session is not on this, है ना? Otherwise,
Hmm.
at the end of the
No,
session,
you told na like quantum
yeah,
computing
this
or
quantum computing is something which is uh, going to, I should say, that change the scenario. Whatever task we are doing in years, it can be done in seconds. So Andhra Pradesh is the first state in India which where we will be having our first quantum village. And all these machine learning algorithms, the blockchain, the cryptography techniques will be shifting to quantum computer. It is something which has been taken birth from quantum physics.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Smita ma'am, our next session is on quantum.
Great,
Thank you,
great,
sir.
great,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
great. Okay, so Aruna ma'am is saying I need to ask one question. So sure ma'am, if you can type or the organizers can unmute Aruna ma'am, or Aruna ma'am can use the chat window. Aruna ma'am, host kindly allow participants to unmute themselves. This is Aman Teluja ji ने लिखा है.
Aruna ma'am, can you speak? नहीं unmuted.
Aruna ma'am, your query?
Yeah, yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Actually, I'm sorry on my problem.
Ma'am, your voice I am not able to understand. Means it's cracking something.
Sir,
Use the chat window. Use the chat window.
hello, sir. Madam.
Others please mute yourself now. Therefore, the host do not allow because otherwise it creates so many issues also. Okay, so we'll wait for the question in the chat. In the meantime, we'll move further if any query comes into the chat. So when we talk about artificial intelligence, so artificial intelligence is where we are saying that machine is becoming intelligent and we are giving certain data and machine is predicting. So to the participant, those who are not so aware, so just relate one word with artificial intelligence, that is prediction. So the machine predicting something is AI. We are trying to make the machine intelligent so that the machine can predict. For example, whether rainfall will occur tomorrow or not. This is the prediction. जैसे पुराने जमाने में हम लोग अपनी जन्मपत्री दिखाते थे पंडित जी को और पंडित जी प्रेडिक्ट करते थे कि कल क्या होने वाला है. तो पंडित जी कैसे प्रेडिक्ट करते थे अगर आप इसे सोचें तो पंडित जी क्या करते थे आपकी कुंडली में से कुछ राशियां देखते थे प्लैनेट्स का मूवमेंट्स देखते थे और उन प्लैनेट्स के मूवमेंट्स को अपने पत्रों में देखते थे कि आज से पहले ये प्लैनेट्स का मूवमेंट सेम मूवमेंट कब हुआ था और उस मूवमेंट के बाद नेक्स्ट इफेक्ट क्या आया था. तो प्रीवियस डेटा को अपने पत्रों में चेक करके आपके हॉरोस्कोप के हिसाब से, पहले भी तो कभी सेम गणना हुई होंगी, तो उन प्लैनेट्स का जो आज आपके हॉरोस्कोप में बैठे हुए हैं किस डायरेक्शंस में है, पहले कब 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 कैसे हुआ था और उसके बाद एकदम नेक्स्ट क्या हुआ था, उस हिसाब से पंडित जी प्रेडिक्ट करते हैं. Similarly, the machine predicts. By taking the previous data, the machine predicts what is going to happen afterwards. तो कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है, प्रीवियस डेटा की स्टडी के हिसाब से प्रेडिक्शन करा जाता है. तो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द एक्यूरेसी ऑफ द डेटा द थिंग्स कम्स. मैम आपने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा है उस पर तो अभी हम पहुंचे ही नहीं है, सॉफ्ट कंप्यूटिंग वगैरह. जब पहुंचेंगे तब बात करेंगे उस पर, है ना. गिव सम टाइम टू मी टू टेक दिस क्वेश्चन ऑफ व्हाट हैज हैपेंड. So I'll close this chat for the moment. Now we talk about machine learning कि भाई machine learn कर रहा है और वो answers दे रहा है. So this is a branch of AI. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, which I would like means add on. Though this thing is something which is becoming very theoretical, and I do not love all these things, but the task given to me is foundation, so bear with me for that time being. So supervised learning, there are different types of learning techniques: supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement. Supervised में बस आप इतना समझो, जो लोग अगर पहली बार सुन रहे हैं, कि इनपुट और आउटपुट के बीच में टैप और रखा होता है, लेबल्ड डेटा होता है कि ये इनपुट है तो ये आउटपुट होगा, ये इनपुट है तो ये आउटपुट होगा. हम लेबल्ड डेटा पे खेलते हैं तो उसे बोलते हैं सुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग. अनसुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग की जब हम बात करते हैं तो हम ग्रुपिंग कर लेते हैं और डेटा के ऊपर लेबलिंग नहीं होती, तो हम ग्रुप्स के साथ डेटा को क्लासिफाई कर देते हैं कि भाई ये पैटर्न्स फाइंड करते हैं, और अनलेबल्ड डेटा पे हम खेल रहे होते हैं, तो विच इज नोन एज अनसुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग. रीइंफोर्समेंट लर्निंग जो आप वीडियो गेम्स या रोबोटिक्स में देखते हैं कि आगे बढ़े कुछ गलती हो गई तो बैक ट्रैक करा, आगे बढ़े कुछ गलती हो गई तो बैक ट्रैक करा, और अगर सही कर रहे हैं तो रिवॉर्ड मिलता गया, विच इज अ टाइप ऑफ रीइंफोर्समेंट लर्निंग विच इज नोन एज इन मशीन लर्निंग. सो दीज आर बेसिकली three type of learning techniques which are used in machine learning algorithms: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Details you can have it afterwards, but for the timing just try to grasp the words if not known. So example is this predictive maintenance, where a machine learning is used by machines, any type of machines, for predictive maintenance, where depending upon the historical data we can predict that this machine is going to fail, this machine is going to have this problem, and when we come to know that this machine is going to have this problem, we maintain it before having that problem. So this is known as predictive maintenance. Similarly, AI, machine learning, deep learning, these are the certain terms which I took in the initial slide. AI तो हो गया, आपका प्रेडिक्ट कर रहे हैं, मशीन लर्निंग उसका सबसेट, अब डीप लर्निंग और ज्यादा सबसेट, more complex algorithms, more complex type of data, where we require more accurate results because of those data. So there are different techniques which are used in deep learning. Some of the techniques I am just naming over here. One is CNN, convolutional neural networks. This type of techniques works for your images and videos. अभी तक हमने जो डेटा की बात कर रहे थे, एक्सेल के अंदर डेटा था, लेबल्ड था, अनलेबल्ड था, इस तरह का डेटा था. अब हम वीडियोस पे भी बात कर रहे हैं, इमेजेस पे भी बात कर रहे हैं, और उस डेटा को एनालाइज करके हम कुछ बता रहे हैं, है ना. आपको बीमारी है, नहीं है, या हम वीडियो को कैप्चर कर रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं कि हेड काउंट क्या है, क्राउड मैनेजमेंट कर रहे हैं, है ना. बहुत सारी चीजें करी जाती हैं. सो ओवर देयर CNN इज यूज्ड. Then there is another thing which is known as recurrent neural networks, that is RNN, or long short term memory networks, that is LSTMs. Now what is this LSTMs and all these things are used for? They are specialized for sequential data, for analyzing the time series and sensor data, where you require certain types of memory inputs. आपने प्रीवियस मेमोरी को रीड रखा हुआ है और आप फ्यूचर को प्रेडिक्ट कर रहे हैं, कैसे बिहेवियर होगा. सोशल मीडिया की स्पीड देख रहे हैं, सेंसर्स की डेटा देख रहे हैं. सो दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज नोन एज RSTM का यूज करते हैं. नाउ करंटली व्हाट इज हेवीली यूज्ड आर यूजेस ट्रांसफॉर्मर. Transformers are something which are नाउ डेज यूज, क्योंकि अब जो काम होता है जनरली किस पे होता है, नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग पर, कि भाई हमारी जो भाषा है ना, जो हम बोल रहे हैं उसको समझ सके मशीन। जैसे आप, हाई बिग्सबी प्ले दिस सॉन्ग फॉर मी, डू दिस थिंग फॉर मी, सो यू आर, ओह मैंने सेड दिस, हाई बिग्सबी प्ले दिस सॉन्ग फॉर मी, तो मेरे फोन पे टिंग हो गया एकदम। So this is something which is natural language processing. So models which are being now do is used in research as this transformers. So IoT applications are using these transformers for analyzing and for predicting or for making decisions. So there is a collab between IoT and intelligent systems. Now, when we talk about soft computing, abhi ma'am पूछ भी रही थी. So when we talk about fuzzy logic, genetic algorithms, and all these things comes under the soft computing things. So these things are integrated with intelligent computing. This itself tells when we are using certain things which autonomously is happening, it becomes intelligent computing. So this fuzzy logic is being integrated with IoT nowadays to prediction, for analyzing the data, for decision making. So fuzzy logic is being used, genetic algorithms are being used to for getting accurate results, for getting accurate results. So for complex IoT systems, for making them suitable for complex resource allocation. Now, when we talk about this resource allocation, I'll talk about resource allocation afterwards also. That this is something which everyone is facing, कि resources कैसे allocate हो, इतने सारे resources तो है नहीं, इतना सारा data आ रहा है, कौन से resource पे कब data जाए, कैसे हो, तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा challenge हो जाता है. Similarly, neural networks, so neural networks are used for reducing the noise. So because we've got large amount of data, now this data will contain certain fields which are make the data noisy data, so we have to reduce this noise also. Now this is a pipeline which I would like that all of you should see. This pipeline, the first phase is data collection. Then after collecting this data, we are pre-processing the data, we are cleaning this data. Then after cleaning the data, we are extracting the features from the data. Then after extracting the features from the data, we are training the model. And after training the model, we are then predicting. So this is something which is a general pipeline which is used in AI, machine learning, deep learning. So we call it a intelligent computing pipeline. Having said all these things, let us have a pause and see if there are any queries. Okay. I'm using a dual language. Okay, we have received a message that is use only English. Okay, I whatever I'm saying in Hindi, I'm translating in English also. Both the languages I'm trying to say, because there must be many participants, those who belong to those class who does not understand complete English. So do not worry. This is a dual session, dual language we are using. What I am saying in English, it is being Hindi also and Hindi to English. There is no key term which I am speaking only in one language. So don't worry for it. I hope this way in health sector, usage of IoT sensors usage increase. So whatever data provided by the IoT component sensitive data, we are facing problems and attacks and also privacy. How to solve this real world scenario? Yes, definitely means there are so many things of attacks and all. So there is especially a session in your FDP which is based on security only. So that security person would be sharing that how to request, how to save all these things. But this is there are various techniques for saving, but I will not explore it today at the moment. Sorry for it. So data collection is we are gathering diverse data, we are pre-processing, we are cleaning the data to make it suitable for analysis. Then we are identifying the features which are important variables for the performance. Then finally we are training the model on the data set, and then we are predicting on the new data. And after prediction, we come to the action. That the prediction has been made. Now make your decisions, do the implementation of the predictions. So this is something. Having said all these things, let's move forward. IoT have already explained, I think, in the first scenario where different devices are connected with each other to communicate, to exchange the data over internet. So the key term which is this internet. Without internet, nothing can be done. So internet is something which is required. Now, what are the core components of IoT? From where we are getting this data? We are getting the data from the sensors. Then we are using an embedded computer system, means motherboard, ICs, chips, all things are embedded to collect this data, Arduino chips and all. Then there are certain communication networks which we are using for communicating between the data for the protocols and all. And this data has to be stored somewhere. So for a storage of the data, we may take facilities of cloud computing. So cloud computing is something which is used for facilitating this data, storage of the data. If we talk about the architecture, so there is a layer which is known as the perception layer, which is responsible of collecting the data from the sensors. So it acts as an interface between the physical world and the digital realm. So it is taking the data from the sensors. Second is network layer. So network layer facilitates the transfer of data from perception layer to the application layer, ensuring reliable communication through various protocols. So this is the function of the network layer, which is transferring the data from perception layer to application layer. Then the application layer, which provides services and functionalities to end users, allowing them to interact with the IoT system and device insights from the data collected. So the finally we have the application layer, which is providing all the services to the end users where people can interact. So in advanced system, it is extended to a 5-layer model. We have seen a 3-layer model. And having said all these things, let's again go through the chat window. So let me see the chat. Sir, AI is all about predicting, which is machine learning, or does it cover logical reasoning and problem solving also, as AI is a big definitely AI is a big umbrella, ma'am, and it is all about everything. Means machine learning comes under AI, deep learning comes under AI, but when we segregate the things, we say that AI is generally to predict the things. Okay, and it is almost 6:50. We started at 6, so 1 hour passed with us. So we'll continue for slides so that we can cover more things. Now, okay. Now these are certain protocols I am sharing with you, those who are interested with working with IoT and all. So this is message queuing telemetry transport. Message queuing telemetry transport. So this is a lightweight messaging protocol. So this is message queuing telemetry transport. It is a lightweight messaging protocol which is used for small sensors and mobile devices. Now it enables efficient publish and subscribe communication. It operates over TCP/IP, ensuring low bandwidth usage. It reduces the power consumption, making it suitable for IoT applications. So for message passing, जैसे हम पहले पोस्ट कार्ड यूज कर रहे थे, फिर स्मार्टफोन, अब आईओटी डिवाइसेस जिस प्रोटोकॉल को यूज करते हैं उसका नाम हो गया मैसेज क्यूइंग टेलीमेट्री ट्रांसपोर्ट. I hope it is clear. Second thing which is used is constraint application protocol. This protocol is designed for resource constrained devices, the devices which are having resource constraint, and for transferring of APIs. The REST APIs interface, I hope many of you must be knowing. The first protocol was working on TCP. This works on UDP. So TCP was a connection oriented service. It is a connectionless service and it enables efficient communication in low power lossy networks. So it is also becoming very famous and it is used for IoT applications. HTTP, all of us knows that hypertext transfer protocol. It is less efficient, but it is used for web pages and we use it for IoT applications also. Something which is widely used now is LoRa. So LoRa is long range wide area network. It is low power wide area network. We have done a small work using LoRa. So we have got one patent on one of our application of IoT where we have used this LoRa. So it supports low bandwidth devices, and it is ideal for applications like agriculture, smart cities, transmit data over long distances. So it is a long range wide area network. And I would say that if your applications are something which is being used nowadays. So switch to LoRa. Now these are certain live IoT platforms where I would get just show all of you, means names are visible on the screen. So I'll give 5 minutes to you. Just Google these things, things speak, blink, and just explore these platforms for 5 minutes. Let me see if any query on the chat window. In the meantime, if there is any query on the chat window, then do ask it. Now, having said all these things, we have seen what is this IoT, we have seen what is this intelligent computing. Now, the scenario where we are living is where the integration of IoT and AI creates a powerful synergy, where IoT is generating the vast amount of real time data and AI is processing the data and it is making the informed decision. So this combination is facilitating the development of autonomous system which is capable of operating efficiently in various applications from smart homes to any type of industry you talk about. So this is the scenario where you are living and this is the theme of this workshop. So when we talk about this workshop or this FDP or this AI and IoT integration, so these are certain things which are should be covered. So what is this edge AI? Any though it has been displayed on the screen. So edge computing, edge AI, where we are processing the data closer to the source. So when we are processing the data closer to the source which is generating, it is reducing the network latency and it is making the real time decisions happens in real time. It is taking less amount of time. So this thing is required for autonomous vehicles, for driverless cars we are talking about, for smart manufacturing, for satellites. Similarly, there is a term which is known as fog computing. I don't know how many of you know this fog computing. Initially we had this cloud computing. So in cloud computing, what was happening? The data was going to the cloud servers. Now can anyone speak on cloud computing for a moment?
If
This chat
anyone
doesn't.
wants to, yes, if anyone wants to, please raise your hand so that I can unmute them.
Yeah, Deepika ma'am has written a message. I've just seen that it is interesting. Yeah, definitely the things are interesting if you could do it as a homework. So Aman Singh sir wants to say something. Definitely. So if you could unmute Aman Singh sir. Uh, so cloud computing is something where not only the storage, but any type of resource which someone wants is available on rent. And the rent may not be definitely taken. It may be free of cost also. So cloud computing was a technology, or it is a technology where people do not having the resources of the computer, but they are using the resources of the computer without actually buying those resources. For example, nowadays you do not install the compilers in your system, you just run your codes in an online mode. So that is also the part of cloud computing where you are not putting the compilers in your own system. So in cloud computing, when we talk about storage of data, the data was sent to the cloud, taken from the sensors. Suppose you are wearing a smart device, the data is being collected by the smart device and it is being stored because the device is not having such amount of memory. So it is being stored into the cloud. Now this storage in the cloud is taking certain amount of time, network latency, and it results in delay. So, to avoid this delay, a new intermediary edge device was introduced, and this technology was known as fog computing, where you are processing and analyzing the data closer to the source, and this is known as fog computing. Cloud computing we have already talked about. The second was fog computing. So this IoT devices is using this cloud, fog, and we are having certain case studies in these slides like a smart health system where you are wearing the sensor devices, your vital things are being stored, they are being sent to the doctors and the doctors are sending you timely alerts. So this is something which is happening in IoT डिवाइसेस. ईसीजी की मशीन होती थी बहुत बड़ी, वो मशीन भी कितनी छोटी कर दी गई है. ऐप के थ्रू ईसीजीज होने लगे हैं. वी हैव आल्सो मेड a thing, but we cannot share over here because we are going to file a patent for it, and that is also something related to health and with the help of IoT mobile phones and all. Similarly, for a smart agriculture, where people do not know that which type of soil it is. जो भले ही हम लोग ये बात करते हैं, हमारा तो देख के बताया था, भारत तो कृषि प्रधान देश है, बट स्टिल एआई का बहुत ज्यादा यूज हो रहा है कि कितना वाटर डलना चाहिए, कब कौन सी चीज वहां पे मींस विच thing has to be so over this agriculture. So a large amount of AI is being used, machine learning, IoT sensors are being used in smart agriculture. So I skipped one thing, means we talked about smart healthcare totally in Hindi, I think. So this smart healthcare where devices are being used for healthcare things, where the data is being collected at your end and it is given to the doctor, and the doctor can send a message to your mobile phone that what is about your health statistics. And many devices are being made nowadays for these things, and sizes are being reduced. I am speaking at a very faster pace to save certain time of yours also and my also, and things are very simple, I hope. So smart agriculture where IoT devices are being used for agriculture things. Okay. Smart industries where industries are becoming smart. Every sector is using artificial intelligence. You talk about any asset, any mall, any industry, it is using IoT devices now. Now, we'll not speak on these technical things, certain tools just mentioned over here. Those of you, those who are really interested in working on these IoT, they can note down these names and they can use these tools, the hardware tools, the cloud platforms. These all things will be requiring for making an IoT applications. Now, one of the participant was asking about security. So definitely security is an issue, and unauthorized access is something which is a concern for all of us. And when we talk about all these things, so the devices should be authenticated. Unauthorized access should not be there. Integrity in IoT systems is something which is very much required. The communication which is happening between different devices should be in such a way that encryption and secure techniques should be used. The communication protocol should be followed so that the communication becomes secure. The data privacy, suppose I'm sending my data to someone, the data is being sent, received with someone, my data remains private. We often worry that if I'm sending a data to the cloud, so what will happen? So this is something which becomes problematic for us. Then there are different models which are prone to attack, which also should be taken into consideration. So we'll pause for a moment for a query in chat. Yes, ma'am, I was waiting for this, means difference between. Okay. Okay. One query we have received, difference between fog and notch computing. So I muted myself for queries. So let's wait for the query, then we will, which I have shared with you. If we go through the previous slides, means these are the things where you can use for your research. So implementing machine learning algorithms, microcontrollers and low power devices enabling in a intelligent systems. So this is something which you can use, edge AI and tiny machine learning. Then there is federated learning for IoT, which is decentralization. Federation means decentralization, where all the devices are decentralized with each other. They are not connected together on a central system. So multiple devices on a decentralized system. Now explainable AI, all of us knows what is this explainable AI. This is an crucial IoT applications which is making the things automated. So AI systems which is becoming more transparent and understandable to user. Now energy efficient intelligent system, because we all are consuming a huge amount of energy whenever we are opening a computer with all these IoT devices. So to operate on the ecosystem, we should have some energy efficient IoT devices. So, having said all these things, we have to move towards green IoT. And I'll not speak on this open research problems. This is something means of a higher end, but means scalability is a issue which we are facing. Interoperability means the protocols which are being used in one standard, if we move to certain other devices, so whether we are able to interoperable or not. Though it is means my health is not aligned, but I'm just trying to share these slides with you. This real time decision making, we are, this is something which is very critical task for all of us, means whether we are able to do it in real times or not. Then trustworthy AI means whether we can trust the results of an AI and not. So having said all these things, this intelligent computing along with IoT, the smart cities, is something which is going to rule. Pause for a moment and I'll stop sharing the screen and we'll have certain discussions. So, having said all these things, if any queries on the chat window, otherwise I'll share certain more things with you. Now,
Yes, sir,
see.
you may proceed with the more things that would like to take it.
Okay. Okay. Now, see, IoT and artificial intelligence, these were the two topics which were assigned to me. Now, I don't know how many of you are aware of this IBM Watson or IBM Cloud. When we process the data and we are, as a research, we are working a lot to get the results, that which algorithm will give better results, which will be having better F1 score, which will be having better precision score, and all these things. And we make our own algorithms. We work on Google Colab. So Google Colab is one of the cloud services. We talked about cloud computing. So Google Colab is one of the cloud services where you are processing your machine learning algorithms on a cloud of a Google. So similarly, we have got an IBM cloud, and there are services of IBM which is known as IBM Watson, where within clicks you can process your data and get the results. So those of you who are interested in knowing all these things of IBM Watson and all, I'll share in this chat itself. I'll share it with you. Just give me a second. So I'm sharing this YouTube channel with you. Don't go through means all the videos. Decide which videos are of your interest. So there is a complete course of blockchain on my channel, which is there on Swam portal also. And another thing is that how you can run your applications on IBM Watson. So go to the playlist of AI, and in the playlist of AI scroll down where you will find a video that how to enroll in IBM Cloud for free, and then how to do your practicals on IBM Watson. So we have published 2-3 papers using IBM Watson. So you would love this service of IBM Watson, I am saying. Please believe me, and some of your research work would become very easy. So this IBM Watson is one of the key thing which I'm sharing with you. Secondly, when we speak about security, so the technology which comes into our mind is blockchain. Now, what is this blockchain? AI, IoT. It is what is not opening, ma'am? This is a YouTube channel link. The YouTube will definitely open. Others, please try. Means I opened only and then only I shared the link. Unable to see your screen. Yeah, I'm not sharing any screen. I've just shared a thing on the chat window. There is no screen which I'm sharing at the moment. Okay. So what I was saying. So when we speak of security, so the technology which helps in security is blockchain. Now blockchain is based on decentralization, where computers are not connected with each other. Means computers are connected but they are separated with each other, and there is no single owner. So those of you who wish to work on blockchain, there is a complete course of blockchain of mine on the SWAM, and it is also there in this YouTube videos. How to develop your applications and blockchain and all is there. The current scenario where we are living is of quantum computing. So there is already a session of quantum in your FDP. So I would say that do attend that session. So what is this quantum computing is? In classical computing, we talk about bits, 0 and 1. In quantum, we say that both these bits, 0 and 1, are present at the same time. So this is something which is we call it quantum computing, where what is the probability of having 0, what is the probability of having 1. So both the bits at the same time makes quantum computing very powerful. आप लोगों ने मूवीज में देखा होगा कि चुटकी बजाते सारे इंसान एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पहुंच गया. So this is what is happening in quantum computing. So this artificial intelligence, where one sir was asking about security, so all this security will be breached once this quantum computing is actively used. So we will be living in a scenario where post quantum cryptography algorithms will be required. So post quantum AI algorithms will be there. We talk about supervised learning, unsupervised learning. All these things will become immaterial once people start using this quantum computing. So thank you all for bearing with me for the day today, and hope for the best for the coming sessions. And I hope that you will be doing these practical things which I'll shared for the remaining 20 to 30 minutes with you all. So instead of devoting the time, we can have this time as a practical session. So people can go through this YouTube link and the IBM Watson. The organizers can ensure this thing that participants are using this IBM Watson and this the certain things of ThinkByte and all. So we can utilize this 30 minutes as a practical session, an online session. The participants can do this. Thank you. Thank you. Any queries? So we took the queries in the between, I think. So screen is now shared. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are receiving. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll take your leave.
So just stay for a group photograph, please.
Yes, sir. I would request every participant, along with the chief guest, to please switch
Please
on
keep
their
clear the
cameras
photographs clearly.
for the photographs. I request everyone to please switch on their cameras. All the participants, please.
So thank you all.
Neha ma'am, you can conclude the session.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for your thoughts on journey of technologies, the old journey of our life. ये postcard सब हमने भी देखा है अपने time पे. How the new computing is replacing the human effort, intelligent computing details, and live IT platforms and various websites that you shared to us. Attendance, there's information related to the attendance that you all are requested to fill the attendance for the session 1 as shared in the chat box with you, right? All the participants are requested to fill their attendance. We will be sharing the link with you.
Thank you so much, Mayank sir. If you feel like leaving the meeting, you can. Thank you so much.